Now, how do you choose the sex of the baby you want, either boy or girl? Okay, whether you want a boy, you should be able to decide between both of you. Agree. Anyway, children are children anywhere. It depends on how you handle them, how you train them, what investment you make in them. So for me, I don't care whether male or female. But if you choose, both of you agree as husband and wife. Remember, what you're talking about is about husband and wife. If both of you agree to have male first or female first, it depends on your program in life as a partner. So how do you choose that? Either a girl. The most important thing is that you must do is to figure out when you ovulate. I repeat, whether male or female, figure out when the woman ovulates. So the timing of intercourse is relative to the time of ovulation in a woman. So it is the most crucial factor in selecting either a boy or a girl, your ovulation period. That's the starting point. So when you have sex with your wife, you put in her what we call thousands of boys producing sperm. It's a sperm yet, not anything. Now, while you still have thousands of girls producing sperm in her, then when both of them, whichever swim first, as we said, anyway, some will die along the way. Okay? Now, which is, of course, logically, as the male one is smarter, but woman one is bigger, but more resistant. You know all these things, the calculation you should know. Okay? Now, in order to make... Now, you should know that each day, what you should take notice, or very crucial, is that you should know that each day that your woman must notice that her vagina lips feel either dry or wet with mucus. These are the signs your woman has an important role to play here, not in the man condition. It is she who will notice that. Okay? Now, if she has sex, or if you have sex with your woman on the first mucus day, probably, you get it now, probably your girl producing sperm will win. Okay? You know how that means? You know what it means. So, because now, if you want a boy each month, avoid sex on all her mucus days. And then have sex the day when her mucus is disappearing in her. Do that for several months. It's an experimental thing, right? So if a woman does not become pregnant in that day, in that way, begin having sex on the day when her mucus is very wet. So as you continue using these baby days, probably your boy producing sperm will win the case in her. That's in your wife. Okay? Keep watching. Thank you.